and we'll start on the mat. So if you want to go ahead and come on down, lay on down, we'll start stretching with that yoga strap like we often do. And we'll get into it, and we'll let everybody else just float on in, or maybe some folks are taking the class at a later time. So I hope you're doing well, Allison, and if you want to chat in anything that you want to work on in particular, I am happy to read it. Okay, let's go ahead and lay down. Let's strap up that right foot. Left leg is either bent or straight, extending out. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, it's been a little hectic, but got everything's pretty packed, and most of our furniture is out, which is why I'm in sort of this like blank room right now, which is nice, but definitely different. All right, let's go ahead and take that right leg to the side, both sides of the strap in the right hand. And as always, if like me, you hit a wall on one side, feel free to use it as a prop. It's always nice to have that little extra stretch. And then we'll bring that leg back through center and take it into the left hand and come all the way into a twist. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and then come on back to center. And we'll go right away into the left leg. So strap up that left foot. Take a couple of moments just to settle in here, feeling out how your body is, the back of your left leg in particular is feeling today. Mine's feeling kind of tight. And then we'll give the strap to the left hand and open that left leg out, keeping the right hip and shoulder on the ground. Ooh, finding that sense of stretch through the groin and the whole inner line of the leg. Okay, let's switch hands. Take it to the twist. Again, this might be where you run into a wall, which may or may not feel really good. I always like walls as tools. And then we'll come on back to the center. Both feet in the strap. We'll take our happy baby, bending the knees, pulling down on the straps, and rocking the spine side to side. And then taking kind of any other movements you want here, maybe rolling up more to the middle of the spine to see the shoulder blades, maybe rolling on down to the sacrum, the lower part of the spine as well. And feel free to let go of any sort of frustration, stress, whatever, Mondays with your exhale. And then we'll bring those legs back up, extending through the feet, point through the toes, and then flex. And so just allowing the metatarsals to extend and to release, and the arch of that foot to find the strap one more time. And then we'll take the legs halfway down. So we're still holding the straps. We're starting to firm up the belly. And then lift the head and lift the shoulders. Take a breath in. And then head down, shoulders down, legs up. One more time like that. Maybe go a little bit lower. So maybe go past halfway. And maybe you lose your strap like I just did. Then lift your head and shoulders. Take a breath in. And then breath out. Lift it on up. Go ahead and let go of that strap, and we'll come on to tabletop. So coming onto hands and knees, flip one palm up and just shift that body weight forward and back. And then take it down and flip the other palm up and shift the body weight forward and back. Ooh. And then maybe both palms flip up and you find that shift forward and back. All right, shaking out the hands, coming into a seat, maybe rolling out the wrists. Feel free to take one hand to the fingers and pulling them outside of the wrist and inside of the wrist, particularly if you've been typing a lot today. This should feel really nice. Okay, let's come on back to all fours. So we're still in that warm-up phase of class. Tucking the toes, hovering the knees. Feel the shoulders turn on and the core and the quads, and then slowly lift the hips up, finding your short version of down dog. And if your heels are on the ground, don't do anything. If they're not, walk your hands back until you feel your heels drop. And then take your right hand to the outside of your left leg and just gently peer under the left armpit. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Bring the right hand back down. Left hand threads under. Look under the right armpit. Find your inhale. Find your exhale. And then come on back to center and gently lower it down to tabletop. We'll do that one more time. Find your tabletop, tuck your toes, hover your knees, lift your hips up. Find that short version of down dog where your heels are completely grounded. Bring your right hand outside of your left leg. Take your breath. And then other side. Left hand to right side. Find your twist. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then bring the left hand down, but walk the hands to the feet. So we'll come into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Bend your knees and just let everything hang, and we'll roll the spine up. So we'll do some spinal mobility in our warm-up today, going from stand to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees. Keep the spine long and fold over, and your arms can dive out or forward. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then same thing, we'll find a rounded spine up, like somebody has a hook on your mid-back. Eventually you come all the way to vertical, reach up, look up, maybe take a baby back bend. And then exhale, bend the knees, fold it over. One more time like this, nice and heavy, neck is loose, roll your body up. Think about pulling the belly to the spine, the chin to the chest until you find your vertical. And this time maybe you push the hips forward and you find a tiny back bend. And then exhale, just bring the arms by the sides. And we'll start to just roll the shoulders back. And then roll the shoulders forward. And then taking the right hand to the left ear and pulling the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then coming back up. Other side. Left hand to right ear. Left ear to left shoulder. Coming back up. And then we'll interlace the fingers and flip the palms forward. Tuck the chin, spread the shoulder blades. So like you're really pushing your hands as if there was a wall there or someone there. And then lift your chest up, lift your arms up, lift your eyes up. Take a side bend to either side, root through the opposite foot. Keep reaching out through the waist. Breath in. Breath out, come on back up. And then same thing, other side, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Take a breath in. Breath out, come on back up. Release the arms and just give yourself a shake. I think that's Rosa who joined. Hey, Rosa. We were just warming up, so you didn't miss much if you're joining us at this part of the video. So let's come on to the back of the mat again. Once again, still warming up. We'll come through 3 sun salutation A's, the first one from the back of the mat and the second 2 from the front of the mat. So thinking really strong legs, really long spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands on shins, legs are straight or bent, half lift. Bend the knees, walk it out to plank. And this first one, like we often do, will be super, super slow. So like very slow motion. Heels pushing back, crown of head pushing forward. Take a peek at your fingers. Make sure your fingers are spread wide, middle fingers are forward. Take one more full breath. Spread your shoulder blades apart, lift your chest up. And then shift the weight forward. Bend the elbows, pause halfway the knees if you need to. So you're in that chaturanga. And then lower all the way to the belly. Today we'll take a low cobra like it's normally done. Top to the feet down, hands right by the ribs. Elbows squeeze in and back. Before you lift up off the ground, pull the tops of your shoulders back. Pull your elbows back. So feel that engagement. Then big toes push down, hands push down, chest lift, eyes lift, breath in. Breath out, forehead down. Tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps. Use your strength. Legs are straight, arms will be straight. Push up to plank and back to down dog. Pedal it out, move it around if you want to kick. If you have space to kick, go for it. And then we'll come to the top of the mat, and you know the drill. You can step or hop, whatever you prefer. Inhale, prepare yourself to come forward. And then exhale, come on forward. Second round from the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, push through the feet, long back, reach up, reach up, reach up. Exhale, we'll dive right back down. Long back, maybe straight legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step to plank. Just one breath here. Push down to lift up. Inner elbows roll forward. Shift the weight forward. Bend the elbows on the toes or on the knees. And then roll over the toes, push into the hands, and lift up. High cobra, up dog. If you know this doesn't work for you, then hips are down for your high cobra. From here, down dog, tuck the toes or push back up to plank. From down dog, again, move it around as much as you need to. The head, the shoulders, the arms, the legs, the hips, whatever it is that's kind of maybe still feeling tight, still feeling tense. And then inhale, prepare your body to come forward, and exhale to come forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Standing tall, reaching up. This last time we'll meet in down dog. So you go at your pace, at your breath, unless there's a pose in the flow, in the vinyasa that you're like, I really need this right now. I need to stay here for longer than just half a breath. And we'll do one more thing to warm up, and then we'll get into our HIIT. From down dog, right leg lift, bend the knee, open the hip, and then step the right foot through. Drop the left knee, grab that strap that we use to stretch our legs. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining. Glad to see you. We'll grab that strap between the two hands. Inhale, drop the hips forward, lift your chest, lift your arms, open up. So the stretch here is mostly in the front of the back hip. Take one more breath. Think about pulling the belly to the spine. And exhale, release the strap down. Take your fingers to the mat. Pull your left hip over your left knee. So you have this really long vertical line. Right leg reaches forward, toes are up. Inhale, belly lifts away from the leg. And then exhale, we fold it over. And even though you might be hanging your head, which will feel really nice, think about extending the top of your head away from your hip. If you're getting longer in the side body, you're getting longer in the spine, take one more breath. And then bring that weight forward, plant the palm, sweep the right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip one more time. And then right foot finds the mat, and left leg does the same thing. Bend the knee, open the hip. Step all the way through. Andrea, that low lunge, right knee down. Grab that strap again between the hands or that scarf or whatever you're using. Lift your body up. As you pull your chest towards the ceiling, you drop your hips down at an angle towards the front of the mat. And notice that this front knee doesn't buckle in or out, and that maybe you need to wiggle your left heel more forward. Take one more breath here. And then bring the strap down, fingertips to the mat. Find that half split. And I didn't say this on the other side, but if you are already really warm or you're naturally pretty flexible and you want to go deeper, go deeper. Inhale, belly lift, chest lift, and then exhale, we'll stay in the fold. Again, you can hang your head as much as you want, but think about the length happening in the spine and the side body. One more breath here. And then that weight comes forward, hands come down, tuck your back toes, lift your back leg, bend the knee, open the hip, give it a good move, shake it on out. All right, from here, we'll come on down to all fours, but grab your light weights. And again, I have really light weights. I thought I had twos, but I have threes. Twos, threes, or fives work. They all work really well. And some of these moves, if it's too much, you can do without weights, okay? We'll come into tabletop. First thing first, we'll start with just simple bird dog for 30 seconds. Right arm is forward, palm in. Left leg is back, foot is flexed or pointed. For 30 seconds, we'll round in and extend out. So we're still getting that spinal articulation, but adding a balance component and a little more of a core component, okay? So set yourself up for bird dog, right arm, left leg. 30 seconds on the clock starts now. So for all of these timed moves, you get to go at whatever pace you want. So if you feel like going fast kind of is out of control for you, you feel like your form suffers, then slow it down. If you feel like you can move quickly and keep really nice form, you don't feel out of control or wacky, then maybe you're moving fast. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is where if you want to grab a weight in your right hand, we'll take the right arm and leg down and lift it up. Another 30 seconds. Once you get this set, looking down towards the top of the mat, so the back of the neck is long. If this puts too much pressure in your low back, then you're not using the weight, okay? Arms are straight. Inside of the right wrist is facing into the center of the mat. You've got 3, 2, 1. Hold up that arm and the leg. Flex the back foot, pull the heel in, push the heel out. Another 30 seconds. Again, if this is too much, you're doing this without a weight. We're all no tension to the back to the core. You have about 10 more seconds to hamstring curl. Exhaling to bend, inhaling to straighten. For 3, 2, 1. Hold the bend in the knee. Lift the leg up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Now turn your palm to face the floor. Slightly different shape in this arm. Keep pulling the right shoulder blade down the back. Keep strengthening up the right side of the waist. Every time you lift the leg, that's your exhale, and you're going at whatever pace you want. I'm choosing a pretty slow one right now. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, lifting yourself up just so you can take that weight and put it in the crook of your left knee. And if you were in one of my classes a day or two ago, we did a very similar move. We're going to do a slightly different move than we did that time. So coming to all fours, whether you want to lift the right arm or not, is totally your choice. We're going to keep and pull in towards the thigh so that we don't lose this weight and hurt ourselves. We're going to keep that squeeze tight, lift the leg up, pull the knee in, and then open it out like a fire hydrant, come back in. So it's up, down, out, in. Notice that my hips stay really level. So if you are unsure whether you're level or not, maybe you take the strap to your low back, and if it starts sliding off, that's a really good indication that maybe your hips aren't super level. Okay, let's set up for 30 seconds. Here we go. Press up, down, out, and in. And again, you're finding your own rhythm to this. Flexing that left foot is really helpful here. And we'll do one more move with this weight in the crook of the knee. And then we'll come into a slightly different set of movements just to get you out of this position before we reach. You keep on going for 3, 2, 1. Okay, from here, turn your knee out, pull that knee closer to the left elbow, and then back as far as you want to go. Elbow and away. Think about squeezing that side waist. Think about really flexing through that hip. You can find a nice strong exhale every time that knee comes towards the elbow. Try not to let that knee drop too close to the ground. Make sure your right hand and right shin are counterbalancing by pushing downward. We are almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, team. Ditch that weight. Ditch that strap. It's like me, you used it as a place to steady yourself. And we'll come into forearm side plank on the right forearm. If your floor is super hard or your elbow is sensitive, roll up your mat a little bit. We'll come onto that right hip. Stacking the feet, or if you need to modify, your bottom knee is on the mat. All of us have a top straight leg. Go ahead and lift your side plank up, and we'll drop the hips down an inch and up an inch. 15 seconds here. This top arm could move. It could lift up. It could lift over. It could come behind the head. It could do a little dance. It could just stay on the hip. Whatever you need it to do. For 3, 2, hold the hip up. Top leg comes up and down for 15 seconds. Up and down. We are going to revisit some of these moves, not all of them, with the mini loop band. Not right now, but soon. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, come on down. We'll go to the other side before we find all fours. So again, just to give you a break from being on your wrist and on your knees, find your side plank on the left, forearm down. Both legs are straight or bottom knee is bent. Let me grab my timer. Go ahead and bring those hips up, and here we go. 15 seconds of the 1 inch down, 1 inch up with the hips. Think about the front of the body, the belly button, the chest, the collarbone, the knees facing your new forward. So facing the same direction as your eyes. Okay, now hold those hips up, top leg up and down. We're not throwing the leg, we're not bending the knee. It's a controlled movement. The leg is straight, the right butt cheek is active. Belly to spine, lift the hips a little bit higher for 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more move before we come on to all fours. Find a seat, grab your weights or not. We do this one a lot in this class. It's tried and true. We're bringing it in today. Palms are up, elbows are a little bent. We're going to lean back with a straight back as far as you can go, and then exhale, lift up. I'm not rounding into a C curve. We could be doing that, but we're not today. I'm keeping my back long and keeping my collarbone broad and reaching out through my fingers, okay? Sit yourself up, decide how far you're going to lean back, and let's start pressing up. Here we go, 30 seconds. If you want to make this significantly harder, you can do this with your feet off the ground, but it is very destabilizing. So just make sure you feel super confident that your core can hold those legs and your hips and legs aren't wiggling all over the place. 15 more seconds here. Inhale is the lean back. Exhale is the press up. Woo, building that strength with our body weight, gravity, and light weights. Come on down, turn the palms down and up, down and up. We're rotating the arms in the shoulder socket. If you need more, you can find your boat pose with knees at tabletop or legs straight. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the feet down, drop the weights. Hands come beside the hips, fingers are turned forward. Reverse tabletop, lift the hips up, bring the knees over the ankles, maybe drop the head back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come on down, shake it out, let it go. Okay, let's get back to all fours for the left side for bird dog. And by left side, I mean we'll use the left arm and the right leg. So I'll turn to face the other way so you can see what's happening. Remember, this is that option for your bird dog to have a weight in your left hand as your elbow and knee come in. Totally optional. You're checking in with your back. How does that feel tonight? Set it up. Grab the weight if you're going to. Extend the right leg and the left arm. Here we go. Exhale, inhale. Your exhale is the bend. Your inhale is the straighten. And again, this is you choose your speed. You're finding that rounding and then that neutral. Rounding and neutral. We have about 10 more seconds here. And then we'll tap that hand and foot to the floor. For a 3, 2, 1. Arm and leg down and up. This is not a hamstring curl in that back leg, okay? We'll do that in a moment. But for now, it's a straight leg. I'm reaching out through my big toe. My palm is still forward in my left hand. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arm and the leg up. Flex the foot. Hamstring curl. Pull it in. Push it out. Again, if this is too much with the weight, maybe now is when you ditch the weight. If your shoulder, say, is really not loving it, keep pulling the belly in, supporting the low back. You're breathing. Maybe you're getting a little smile in, knowing how strong you are. Last 3, 2, 1. Now that leg comes up an inch, down an inch, at whatever speed you want. If you dropped your weight, maybe you bring it back. We all have the palm facing the floor now. Really feeling that booty. Yeah. We're going to come into weight in the crook of the knee in 3, 2, 1. Briefly sit up so that you can put the weight in the crook of the right knee. Again, if you know that doesn't work for you, that's fine. Just keep that sense of shin pulled into thigh bone. Left arm can be forward or down. The move reminder is up, down, out, in. If you want to take that test again, strap on the low back. Here we go. Push, pull, push, pull. So imagine when you bring that knee out to the right, that there are magnets in those inner thighs, and they're zipping your legs back together with a lot of strength. We have one more move after this, and it's that little oblique crunch, that little hip flexion. You have 5 more seconds here. Right arm and pushing it back however far you want to go. Here we go. Out and in. This is a great time to flex the foot to really push out through the heel. My right leg is staying bent, again, because I have that weight in the crook of the knee. So don't straighten that leg. You're going to lose the weight and you might hurt yourself. We don't want that to happen. Staying steady, staying strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, coming up, ditching that weight, taking the strap off the back, and grabbing that mini loop band. And if you don't have the mini loop band, don't worry about it. We're going to take the mini loop band for now around the sides, okay? We're not going to do the top leg lift in side plank. We're actually going to do the top leg lift either laying down with hand in head, head on arm, or raised onto the forearm, but our hips are actually on the ground. Legs are straight and stacked on top of each other. If you feel like your band has moved and slid, maybe readjust it like I just had to do. Feet are a little bit angled in front of the hips, belly to the spine. Top leg comes up and down as high as you can get it to go for 30 seconds. Hips are staying one on top of the other. So it can be really easy here for the hips to wiggle forward and back. We want to keep them nice and vertical. We can do that by making sure the core is engaged. Belly to spine, maybe also by using that top hand as a little bit of a resistor from your body tipping back. I have my top foot flexed, but you might be pointing your foot. They're both good for the purposes of this movement. You have 5, 4, hopefully you're feeling it, 3, 2, hold the leg up in the air. Point the foot if you aren't already, little circles back, 15 seconds. If this feels destabilizing, bend your bottom knee so you can anchor yourself a little more. Again, core is helping you to stay in this position without rickety-rocketing. Go ahead and reverse your circle. Take your leg forward. Woo! Always feel it. That gravity plus that band makes this nice feet-inducing. All right, from here, flex the foot. Leg comes forward as far as you can. Again, my hips, my upper body have not moved to the center. And then squeeze that top butt cheek, heel comes back. 30 seconds, forward and back. And it can be enticing to swing the leg here. Really think about avoiding swinging the leg. It's a push forward, a pull back. It's a push back and a pull forward. So you're really finding that strength to go as far as you can with your range of motion for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, before we do the other side, roll onto that belly. Grab a hold of that strap. We don't really need the band on the legs, but so you don't have to take it off for the other side. Just keep it on, but bring the legs really close. So you don't have to do too much work in those outer thighs. We're going to grab the strap between the hands like we did in that low lunge stretch earlier. Arms are forward, palms are down, forehead to the mat. We're going to take 10 locust lifts, that yoga pose, that prone back bend with arms forward and legs back. Again, we're not letting the legs, they'll stay close, reach out through the toes. Here we go. And it can be kind of enticing for this, or maybe it feels like what you should do, to crane your neck up. Don't do that. Keep the back of the neck long. So it may be a little more boring to look at the mat,
But keep that extension through the neck. You keep that extension through the spine. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale takes you down. You've got 3, 2. Hold yourself up. Bend your elbows. Pull your strap in towards your chest. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Press back to a child's pose. Keep your legs close. Arms can come by the sides or rest on your back. This is actually called embryo pose. Definitely in the child's pose family. When you're ready to, bring yourself up. And we'll come into those clamshell-based exercises on the other hip. So I started on my left hip, now I'm on my right hip. Legs are extended forward. Again, let me get my timepiece. Legs are extended forward here and straight, choosing whether you're flexing or pointing your feet. Belly tight, top hand down as a lever if you need, and 30 seconds lifting up and pressing down. And this whole series is a nice thing to do like while you're watching TV or while you're listening to a podcast or something, or while you're waiting for your bath water to fill up. So a nice way to just build some strength in those legs without having to like jump around or squat a lot, which is sometimes nice. 5 more seconds. Hold the leg up. Decide whether you're pointing or flexing circles, really small. So we're drawing kind of the most minuscule circle with our imaginary pen extended from our big toe. Again, if this feels wobbly, bend the bottom knee and reverse the circle. Ooh. Smaller is better here. Smaller is effective. Resist the urge to make this a gigantic circle. You're still breathing fully. All right, pause this leg. Flexing the foot if you haven't. Take the legs forward. Center. Squeeze that top butt cheek. Leg goes back. Center. And if you have the tendency to bend at the knee, particularly when your leg moves behind you, your job here is to push out so hard through the heel that there's no way your leg can bend. It stays straight. It stays strong. You feel the tension in the band, and you're working with it and through it. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, roll onto your back. Grab your weight. Lay back down. We're going to do one more move with the mini loop band on the mat, and then we'll stand up and start using our glides. We'll start with the weights over the chest, over the shoulders. Palms will face in. We'll lift the hips, open the arms out. We'll take 2 more flies here. And then we'll lower the hips halfway down, all the way up, halfway down, all the way up 2 times, okay? We'll do that 5 times through, and then we'll add on and build to it. So just a nice steady pace here. Arms lift. Lift the hips, open the arms. Take 2 more flies. 1, 2, hips come halfway up, all the way down. Lift the hips, open the arms. 2 more flies. Big wide arms, and then hips halfway, high, halfway down, high, all the way down. Lift up, open, 2 more flies with the arms. Hips go down, up. We're not touching the ground just yet. Now we do. Lift the hips up, open the arms, 2 more. And then hips come halfway down, all the way up, halfway down, all the way up. Final one. Lift the hips, open the arms. We've got 2, 1. Hips halfway, all the way, halfway, all the way. Stay up with the hips. Skull crushers. Bend the elbows, weights over the eyebrows, over the forehead. Push it up. We have 10. Think about your upper arms, biceps and triceps being like a cast. They can't move. They're stuck over your shoulder. You're just moving from the elbow to the wrist. That's it. Hips are still lifted. Feet are still planted. Booty's still strong. Core is still strong. You've got 3. We're going to change the pace and add some hips. 2, 1. We'll start to pulse the weight down and pulse the knees out. It's a little bit of patting the head, rubbing the tummy, kind of doing two different things with the body at the same time. And if it feels weird or feels hard, just try your best. Watch that you don't smack your head for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms up. We're going to bring the legs all the way together. Drop the hips down. From here, we'll lift halfway up. Heels will raise 2 times, and then knees will come out, in, 2 times. Think about keeping the big toes on the ground and the insides of the heels on the ground. You can keep your arms overhead, or you can start to reach your arms straight back and hold them here, okay? We'll do this 5 times through. Before we do, take a moment to just neutralize your spine, let your hips drop down. Support the back with the belly. Go ahead and lift up, decide where your arms will be. And here we go. Heels, heels, knees, knees. Again, heels, heels, knees, knees. Feet on the ground, heels, heels, knees, knees. 2 more. Up, up, out, out again, up, up, out, out. Keep the heels up. If you don't have your arms close to your ears, bring those arms close to your ears. Final thing we'll do, 10 times we'll do pullovers. Arms over the shoulders and then back. And some of you were in class yesterday morning. We did this with heavier weights. So maybe it's more accessible. It is for me with lighter weights, if I'm being honest. Belly to spine, arms extended, head down, shoulder blades down. For 4, 3, squeeze those inner thighs, 2, and 1. Bring everything down. We can finally take this loop band off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Take enough time for yourself. 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute to stretch through the legs, the hips, the groin, the abductors, the shoulders, whatever you need. Also take time to hydrate. And then we'll stand up for the rest of class. We've been on the ground for admittedly a long time. Again, sometimes it's nice to do strengthening work on the ground, reminding ourselves that we don't always have to jump around and bounce around to get a good workout. Okay, let's do this thing. Stand it on up. Grab your glides. And remember, if you don't have glides, if you have like a hardwood floor, if you're even just wearing socks, it can become a glide, that sock, or you grab like tea towels or a washcloth or a rag or something and put one under each foot. You can move your mat out of the way for now, or for the rest of class if you want. We're going to take one glide under one foot. I'm going to start with my left foot as the glide foot. My right leg is forward. We're going to glide back into lunge, and then that's 1 count, and then we'll pull in 3, 2, 1. Glide back on 1. Pull in 3, 2, 1. So it's faster back, it's slower in. Then we'll play with the pace a little more, and we'll do the same thing with side lunge. Out for 1, in for 3, which should feel challenging for that standing inner thigh. Okay, we have just 5 of these. Here we go. Lunge it back, come in, 3, 2, 1. Back, 1, up, 3, 2, 1. Back, 1, up, 3, 2, 1. Really ground through that standing foot. Last time. Now we'll come back and we'll just pulse that foot in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left foot or the right foot, whatever your glide foot is, to meet the other. Now we side lunge out on 1. Come in, 3, 2, 1. Out on 1, in 3, 2, 1. 3 more. Fast out, slow in. You really have to push into that standing foot. Fast out, slow in. Fast out, slow in. Now fast out and pulse that foot in. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, stand it up. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Flip it on around. Back for 1, in for 3, then our pulses. Here we go. And I chose to prayer my hands, but as always, you can do whatever you want with your hands, with your arms. Gliding it back, pulling it in. Gliding it back, pulling it in. Glide it back. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Okay. Side lunge. Out for 1, in for 3. Here we go. Slide it out. Pull in. 3, 2, 1. One side might be harder. This side is harder for me. Keep those toes facing forward. One more time. And now hold it out, little pulses in. And think now about the glide inner thigh. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come on up. It's just glide for the moment. We'll grab that strap again, that strap or that scarf. We'll hold it between the hands like we have been doing, holding it at chest height. We'll come into forward leg lifts that turn into passes that bend to straighten, that turn into single leg calf raises. So we're going to have a very unstable, not strong bar that is the strap. So you're really just working to extend your hands forward and pull your shoulders down, really having some tension here in the arms so you feel like your upper body is really engaged in the movement that is really just happening in your legs. Okay, toes are forward. We're not turned out just yet. Belly to spine, right leg forward. Here we go. 10, 9, steady eyes. 8, 7, relax the shoulders down. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. Bend, straighten. Bend, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the bend. Lift the left heel up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come on down, shake it out. Sit your strap for the moment. Grab your light weights. We're coming into turnout now. Heels together, toes apart, that first position. We'll bring the arms out to the sides, palms down. Maybe the arms angled down a little bit. Then we'll start to pulse the hips and circle the arms forward. So again, that kind of patting the head, rubbing the tummy thing. Try your best. We have 30 seconds. Here we go. 30 seconds of circling the arms forward. And you might feel really weird, particularly if your arms are moving faster than your legs, which is what we actually kind of want to happen. Smaller, faster circles in the arms, slightly bigger pulses in the legs. Woo. Light weights and gravity can do, right? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Angle your arms down to a V. Lift your heels up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the heels up. Lift your arms shoulder height, that V. Shoulder height, that V. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your heels, roll your shoulders out. We're going to take circles back. This time, widen the feet into your plie squat. Sink the hips down. You all know the drill. Knees over ankles, toes turned out. Really thinking wall in front of the belly, wall behind the back, so you're upright. Heel raises with backward circles, okay? Angle down a little bit if you need to. Here we go. So once again, the arms are moving faster than the legs, and that's what we want. We want that to be happening. Time check, we are about halfway there. Balls of the feet down, toes down. Maybe you get lower in your hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, straighten up, relax your arms for a moment. We'll come back into plie squat. Just to sit here, elbows to the waist. We'll push the arms up to 90, pull the elbows into the waist. As we do that, we'll straighten the legs and bend the knees, okay? Just 10 of these. Here we go. Up and down. So elbows and knees are working together. They're doing the same movement. For 7, inside of your arms are forward, so you're not tipping the inside of your arms to the floor. For 4, 3, 2, hold it down, little pulse of the elbows, little pulse of the hips. So now we're doing the same tempo, same movement with upper and lower body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the toes forward, drop the weights for a moment, find a stretch, find that wide-legged fold. You might bend in the knees, you might bounce the hips. And when you're ready to heel-toe yourself to come up, you can take the weights off to the side and grab that strap again. Okay? Leg lifts forward. I didn't forget about them. Parallel, 10 with the left, 10 passes, 10 calf raises. Nice steady pace. Focus your eyes on something in your house that isn't moving, so not a pet, unless they're asleep and you know they're going to stay asleep. Shoulders on the back, hands extended out. Here we go. Left leg for 10, 9. Remember, this movement is not about how high the leg goes. Much better to have that working leg really long and really strong than to have it come high and to compromise your form. Last 2. 1, hold the leg up, find the bend, and extend. And you could be flexing or pointing your foot. Sometimes you might get a cramp when you point too much, and so then you want to try the flex and just see how that is. For 4, 3, 2, 1, hold the bend, heel raise for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, shake it out. Feel free to take a moment to stretch the calf of that working leg. Good time to hydrate again. And in the last 6 minutes, we'll get the heart rate up a little bit, okay? We'll do some 20-second bursts of work and then 20 seconds of active rest. So kind of a Tabata feel to this. We're going to start on the ground. You could be on your mat or like me, if you ditched your mat, that's fine. You're going to grab both of those lines. First 20 seconds, we're going to pike to plank, abduct, feet in, feet out, legs together, okay? Just 20 seconds, find your plank, here we go. So in these 20 seconds, we are going for fast movement, really strong arms, really strong shoulders. I'm on my hands, but you could be on your forearms if you need to be. We're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, bend your right knee in slowly, push it out, bend your left knee in slowly, push it out. This is your active recovery, quote unquote. Pull in, push out, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come on up. 2 choices, hands on hips. Next 20 seconds, calf raise in plie squat or little jumps, okay? 20 seconds, start now. Calf raise is great, so is the jump. Just check in with your joints. Check in also with whether you're on a second, third, fourth, fifth floor and how you feel about maybe disturbing your neighbors underneath you. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, stay down. Turn your right knee towards your left leg, lunge, back to center, left to right, lunge. So we're lunging plie squat, lunging, plie squat. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whatever side you're on, extend your arms out, back knee to elbows in, nice and fast. Kind of an aerobics move, but really good. Getting that lower abdominal area, getting those hip flexors. Again, just moving fast, increasing that heart rate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, active recovery is warrior 3. Hands to prayer. That same leg that was back, bring it back again. Tip your weight forward. 20 seconds starts now. Think about dropping the right hip down. Think about lifting the inner thigh of the back leg. Your breath, push out through that top heel. Pull in with that belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Turn to the other side. First, knee to elbows. Here we go. Really fast as you can go. You're working that stability in the standing leg. Feels like kind of a crazy movement. Feels a little out there. We're just moving fast, moving those limbs. That's all we're doing. We're coming into that warrior 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to prayer. Steady your gaze. Lift that back leg, and here we go. So inner thigh lifting up of the back leg, hip dropping down. So those hips are square, or as square as you can get them. Find your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Shake it on out. Okay, team. If, like me, you got your yoga mat out of the way, bring it back. Nice little cool down here. Coming to the back of the mat. Chair pose. Big toes parallel. Sit low, fingertips to the mat, and then lift up. Right arm stays forward, left arm reaches back. Stand up, just a twisted mountain pose. Come back to center, arms up. Chair pose, sit low, belly to spine. Other way, right arm back, left arm forward. Keep the twist, stand it up, square forward. Bring the feet together if they aren't already. Chair pose, hands to prayer. Drop the body down a little bit. Twist so that your right elbow comes outside of your left thigh, or close, your left elbow comes up. Leverage leg and arm together to twist even deeper. Full inhale. Full exhale. Your knees are squeezing together. One more time. Full inhale. Exhale to center. Wing the arms back. Palms face the floor. Belly in. Lift the heels. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Drop the heels. Standing back. Bend the elbows. Lift the heart. Come back to chair. Prayer hands. Drop the body down a few inches. Left elbow outside of right thigh. Twisted chair. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze your knees together. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Come back to center. One more time. Airplane the arms. Palms face the floor. Lift the heel. Stay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the heels. Standing back bend. We'll do one last vinyasa. Fold it over. Nice and slow. Walk to plank. Inhale. Shift it forward. Exhale. Chaturanga. Knees or toes. Inhale. Whatever back bend you want. Exhale. Down dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. Bend the knees, and just like we did in the beginning, roll your body up. When you get all the way to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms by the sides. We'll finish with our 2 breaths. Bend the knees. Big full inhale. Big full exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome.